This is Ben, Liam and Belle on Nova.
Yes, 2024, baby!
Back into it. Jeez, it's been a long time. A long time coming. 6 weeks? I mean, who gets 6 weeks off? School teachers and school kids.
Yeah, let's not rub it in.
And then people on radio. I know, but what I'm saying is, like, surely we're coming back with the goods, guys. It's so good to see your faces. I mean, it's been so long. I mean, Ben and I were sort of keeping in touch a fair bit, messaging a lot over the holidays. Every sort of, 3 days or so, we sort of just keep in touch.
Chopping it up.
Yeah, talking about our holidays. And Belle sent me one message in 6 weeks.
Oh, Belle!
One text.
You didn't message me.
One text. What's your Binge password? I was like, oh, good to hear from you. It's been a month. It's been a month.
I said I
I've
hope
been
you're
married
well.
in that time.
I said, hi, I hope you're well. Anyway,
Well,
what's
that
your
is
Binge
true.
login?
I suppose so.
And then
You were
said-
quick to it. You didn't separate it into two different messages. It was like, how have you been? What's your Binge password?
I messaged Ben at Salvo's. I was at Salvo's and I messaged him and said, do you want this golf set?
Yeah.
And he
Oh,
said no.
Yeah, that is a cute thing Belle does. She's a bit like an auntie or something
Yeah.
like that. She's at the shops. She goes to Salvo's a lot, and if there's like a Liverpool thing, she might message me and be like, "Do you want this?" or like an old Beatles thing or something.
I don't ever want you to stop doing that.
Oh, really?
Even though I
Good.
say no 99% of the time, because sometimes there might be some gold,
Yeah, well, that's why I thought this was gold and
Yeah.
you said no.
No.
I always
But-
think I'm never going to want anything, but sometimes I like being like, "Oh, cool, that's a shirt from 2009. I
Yeah.
remember that era." Or
Yeah.
like, it's good to see some of the old gold in there.
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
Ben and Belle, a huge amount of pressure on this next caller because it's really going to set the scene for the entire year. So you'd hope they're up to the challenge. Olivia in Torquay, good morning. How are you?
Oh my gooding, so much pressure.
Oh, so I feel like you've already stumbled.
Did you
You've
say-
already, oh my gooding.
I like your energy, but I do think you said, "Oh my gooding," and I think, and to be honest, that's Olivia. I'm going to put my hand up and say I probably stacked on the pressure more than I needed to, and that's where things like "Oh my gooding" come from.
Hey, Liv,
Yep.
look,
Yep.
do you live in Torquay?
I do.
That's
I do.
awesome.
Liv,
It's bomb.
what's the Salty Dog Cafe like?
Yeah, it's really good, and it's a cool vibe as well. It's on the beach. There's lots of dogs. It's awesome.
It's funny because it's a nice weekend this weekend, and I'm driving to Torquay to take my dog Toby to the Salty Dog Cafe.
Wait, why?
So is it a cafe for dogs?
Well, I don't know, Liv. I've not been. It said it was a good dog cafe.
Look, dogs are very welcome. Dogs
Yeah,
are welcome
okay.
everywhere in Torquay. It's just the vibe.
Love
Nice.
that.
Torquay is a vibe.
Also, I'll be doing a signing, guys. If you're a big fan, if you all the
Ew.
Torquay from about
Ew.
midday, I reckon I'll be there on Sunday. So
I'll line up.
come on, come on down,
Liv,
Liv.
don't line up.
I don't know. What would I even be signing? We have nothing to sign.
Sign your
people's
dogs.
Yeah, I'll sign your dog. I'll sign your dog if you got one. All right. Well, let's kick into the quiz. The Oz
Okay.
Open started last night. What is the word for zero in tennis?
Love.
It is.
Woo.
What a wonderful word. The list of animals that have been biting Victorians is in. 26 people went to hospital after being bitten by a goat last year. What noise does a goat make?
Oh my goodness. Meh.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's more like... but
Yeah, it's more like.
No, I think you are confusing the screaming goats with all goats.
Oh, sorry.
Not
Yes.
all goats scream like screaming
Okay,
goats.
yes, I'm sort of my head's still in that 2011
Yeah.
meme era, but yeah, that was. I'll take it from the country boy. Ben, grew up in farms and that sort of thing. I'll take that. Aussie Princess Mary became Queen Mary of Denmark overnight. What is the name of the building toy blocks from Denmark?
Lego, but I think people say Lego.
Over there, do they?
What?
Oh.
Yeah. I could be making that up.
I know some people
think
say
it was
Lego.
wrong. Oh, that's the one.
Lego.
Yeah, weirdos.
I should go back to bed then.
No, you're right.
Okay.
There are rumours Tom Holland and Zendaya have broken up. Shock horror. Which superhero did Tom Holland play?
Superman.
No! You were doing so well. Look,
She corrected it.
no, you're
still
still
got it
you're
wrong.
still on air, Liv, so you're still in the draw to come to see Taylor Swift with us in our corporate box. Everyone who gets on air is in the draw. Erin, how you doing?
Hey, morning, guys.
Do you know who Tom Holland played, the superhero?
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. He's also...
Marvel fan over here.
Yeah. Have you seen that film about the 2004 tsunami, The Impossible? Really good movie. And it's just got put on Netflix.
No.
I watched it again. I didn't realise that the little kid in it, Tom Holland.
Really?
Yeah, but he's like, I don't know, 12 or something. He's like, he still kind of looks the same, to be honest. But yeah, good one. Check that one out. Happy birthday to Skrillex as well. He turns 36 today. Can you finish these lyrics, Aaron?
Shouts to all my boss boys. Shouts to all my boss boys. We rowdy. Shouts to all my boss boys. Shouts to all my boss boys.
Yes. Well done. Well done, Aaron. Hey, we could be catching up with you if you're free sort of late Feb to come into a corporate box for Taylor Swift. How does that sound?
Yes, that would be a fun night.
All
The
right.
party doesn't start till I come as well, so...
Oh, all right. Setting the tone.
Okay, well, this Friday, someone wins, then next Friday as well.
Yep. So every single caller who gets on air here at Nova is going in the draw to go see Taylor Swift with us in our corporate box. Sweet prize. You also get to choose the next song we play, Aaron. So do you want to hear Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Or, Aaron, would you like some tattoo?
I would love Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Nice choice.
Scar tissue that I wish you saw. Sarcastic Mr. Know-It-All. Close your eyes and I'll kiss you, 'cause with the birds I'll share. With the birds I'll share this lonely view.
2024, New Year, resolutions, Belle.
Resolution, one of them was to go vegan from vegetarian.
What?
Gonna go
Jeez.
the whole hog. Probably not the
Well-
right phrasing.
Yeah, the whole tofu.
Yeah, the whole tofu block. Yes, so to go vegan. Yeah.
How's that going?
Good.
You've already had a meat pie, haven't you?
No, I haven't had a meat pie, but I may or may not have ordered a pizza and forgotten to say vegan cheese on it.
Well,
So,
look, if you're in the market, I went to this place called Magnum Pie, Burnley Street. Great pies.
Doesn't okay.
Is that supposed to be like Magnum PI?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's funny.
very
So it's one of those,
good,
it's those
very
funny
good.
names and good pies as well.
Well, I'm not going there, am I?
Mine was to eat less Subway, but you're doing better than me, Belle, because I've had it 3 times. So we're only 15 days
God.
in.
You already failed.
It's like 20% of the year so far I've spent eating Subway.
What the hell?
What about you, Ben?
I am gonna not buy coffee at work anymore. Which we do as a
Yep.
team,
As a
we do
unit.
that as a unit. We take it. We have like a roster.
No.
So I've decided this year I'm not going to buy coffee. I'm just going to use the machine coffee at work.
No, because it's always you and I that get coffees
Yeah,
during the show.
I'm out.
You can't leave me.
I'm out.
Oh, that affects me.
No, we
Well-
can get some Subway together or something. I don't know. Like, we can just get a little 6-incher just
I can't believe, Liam, that you've already failed your New Year's resolution. I would love to do 13, 24, 10. Have you already failed? What are we, 15 days in?
15.
15 days in. Have you already failed your New Year's resolution? If you give us a buzz on 13, 24, 10 and you get on air, you go in the draw to win 2 tickets to go see Taylor Swift with us in our corporate box. It's an amazing prize. You just have to call 13, 24, 10. I've got 2 resolutions. I said the first one, which is
Yeah.
going to be no more work coffees, like no more buying coffee at work. Second one, every night before bed, going to read for half an hour.
Good. That's really good, Ben.
That reeks of a until maybe February type
I'm
job.
still doing it. I'm still doing it.
I'm keen to check in. I'm keen to check in on that one. That is a good. I think that's everyone's like that's better because
Yeah.
like I'm just got my screen in front of my face all night.
Yeah,
like why not?
can I jump on that one with you?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm not going
You'll have to wait till 2025. I think that's just the way it works.
Get your own resolution.
Natalie in Berwick, tell us what's your New Year's resolution? You failed already.
I have decided that I wasn't going to get hot chips from work at lunchtime. But the cafe at my work, unfortunately, they're just too tempting, and I've had hot chippies a couple of times. So I was
I mean,
You're setting yourself up.
though.
You're setting yourself up to fail. No hot chips.
So what? I mean, what do you do for work that has hot chips? That's sick.
I'm a nurse. So we've got like a cafeteria at work.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And yeah,
What kind
it's
of chips?
ridiculously overpriced, but the hot chips are where it's at.
What are we talking about? Are they like thick cut or are they the thin, like McDonald's style
soggy
fries?
ones,
Yeah,
or-
are they crunchy?
They're like the thick steak ones, and you have to add chicken salt to them.
Yeah, right. And Nat, are you eating anything else with these, or is that just all you're eating?
No, I eat my regular lunch that I
good,
bring
good,
as well.
And then you
Okay,
get chips
right.
as a,
I was
as
gonna
a
say.
treat.
As a treat
Jeez.
for being so healthy.
The phone, mate.
Oh,
Hey,
Jordan, how you
Jordan.
doing?
How you going? Welcome back, guys. It's been a long 6 weeks. I tell you
Oh,
what.
Oh,
Jordan, did you have to
Jordan.
work through the break?
Oh yeah, I work.
Oh,
so-
Mate, what do you do, Jordan?
I work in a prison.
Oh, right. So do they have
I guess the prisoners don't go
We
on
don't
holiday.
we can't shut down for Christmas. We can work 24/7.
See you guys. See you in 6 weeks, guys.
Guys, we're gonna open up the doors. We've got the cafeteria open with the steak chippies. They're the same ones they do in the hospital. So you guys just look after yourselves, right, everyone? Everyone got to get a buddy.
Oh,
Oh
Jordan.
wow! So Jordan, are you like at work now? Are you driving to work?
No, I just finished a night shift.
Oh, geez.
Anything happen?
Yeah, how were they?
Oh, they're quite tough. Sent a couple out to hospital.
Oh, wow.
Gee whiz.
Jordan, I feel like we could talk to you forever about being a prison guard, but we have to stick to what we're talking about here, and that is failing your New Year's resolution. What was yours, and you've already failed it?
Putting prisoners in hospital. No,
I
sure.
promised to stay off Tinder, but last night I was swiping away.
Oh, you dirty dog, Jordan.
That's not a bad thing to do.
Are you sort of doing it to stir up the prisoners? Like, oh, look at all these hot dates. She's super like
I'm going to
me.
be tapping tonight.
Yep.
Ben, you said before one of yours is to read for half an hour every night before you go to sleep. Curious, what book are you reading?
I'm reading The Barefoot Investor, which Liam lent me.
Yes, on loan, I'll have you know. So as
Yep.
soon as you finish it, I'm going to need it back.
You should have charged me interest.
Yes, well, that's
Would have
it.
compounded Belle.
Yeah, could 7% compound interest if you invest in the S&P 500.
She doesn't get what we're talking about because she hasn't read it.
Sorry, obviously hasn't read it. What bucket are you putting your money in? Gee whiz. This bucket. Don't worry, it's a long. It's
I don't care.
Yeah. Leona, have you read the Barefoot Investor per chance?
No, but I'd like to be next in line because that's something I really need to get involved in.
Yeah.
Hell of a read.
Yeah.
As soon as Ben's finished up, we'll keep your number and I'll send you a copy.
Are we doing Sisterhood of the
Oh,
Traveling?
that'd be awesome.
Sisterhood of the Travelling Barefoot.
What is your resolution, and you've already failed it?
I've been trying to do the intermittent fasting and, failed miserably about half a dozen times.
You know what, Leona? I don't know. And I could be wrong, but is that one of those is that healthy? You know what I mean? Like, is it better to just
think
sort of
it's
eat
good for
healthy
you.
and just try and get exercise where you can? Like, it feels like it's one of those ones where you don't want to starve yourself, you know?
Yeah, it probably is, but I do. At the moment, I'm doing a pretty sedentary job. I'm an Uber driver, so I sit in the car for so long during the day, and it's really hard to. I do exercise. I mean, I play tennis, but I do so much driving that it's
I get
just
ya.
ridiculous. So,
So
I'm
when-
all right. I'm all right in the morning, but I'm shocking when I get home.
So
it's
just
the nibbling.
really quickly, what does a day look like if you follow it on time? Like when you eat, when do you don't eat?
So I've been pretty good, and I go through to about 11 or 12 in the morning.
Yeah.
But if it's a day when I actually play tennis, well, no, because otherwise I think I'm going to pass out.
Yeah.
And then I've really got to try not to maybe push it to 9 o'clock at night because sometimes I'm not home till late.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
But I
And you're
get
eating
much.
at the wrong end of the day, Leona. And I
I
think it's actually
know.
better for your metabolism. It's better to be nibbling on something like dried fruit and nut, or having a piece of fruit like a banana or something.
Imagine just, there's people flicking around the dial, maybe looking for new shows this year, and they go, oh, what's this one on Nova about? And it's just like intermittent fasting and Barefoot Investor. Like, they're like, oh, I don't know. They're kind of...
Young and cool.
Yeah, well. Lisa joins us now. You've already failed your New Year's resolution, only 15 days in.
Yeah, guys, Uber Eats.
It's a killer. It's an absolute
It's a killer. And then they send you those little messages saying free delivery or...
I hate that.
Yeah.
Do you know, that was mine last year, and I genuinely stomped it out. Like,
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We saved tons of
got
it.
a
Like,
lot.
especially because, you know what I mean? Like, you might wake up on Sunday and be a bit hungover or something. You're like, I just need a Vietnamese roll. But then it's like you pay so much. You pay pretty much double on Uber Eats without even thinking
It
about
is.
it. Yeah.
And now Coles is now sending us
Yeah, they
free
are.
delivery.
Oh.
But it's always double. A block of chocolate is double.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you just need it, you've had it one too many wines, and you're like, oh, maybe you just
Yeah.
Hang on, so
Maybe
they
just get
do
it.
so they do free delivery, but then they just charge you more for the product.
Yep. So double the products, free delivery.
Yeah, same thing. So in the Uber Eats app as well, it'll be like 99-cent delivery. But if you look at like the fried rice, it'll be like $16. But if you call the place, they'll go, yeah, it's $12.
Once again,
Really?
guys,
Yeah.
we're falling back into that really
Sorry,
boring.
yes.
I tried to get us out of it, and they're like, "Oh, they charge you more for the fried rice." Did we get really old over the holidays? What happened?
JT on Nova 100. Good morning, Melbourne. You are here with Ben, Liam, and Belle.
Jeez, this has been fun. Only an hour in. Really missed you, Melbourne. Thanks for calling through, everyone, so far. Do you remember as well, Ben and Belle, the last show we did? It was like the 1st of December, so it's a long time ago. But do you remember I made you both a promise on that day? Do you remember I promised you something? You don't remember? It's like the only thing I've been thinking about for 45 days.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, if you forgot, this small clip from that show might jog your memory. This is a perfect time to make my promise for 2024. I'll do a little song every day.
No.
Guys, Liam's big year of little songs coming to you next year.
How did I forget?
That's right.
Well, Ben and Belle, I intend on keeping my promise.
Ben and Belle, 2024 is gonna be massive because I've come back from holiday stronger. I'm gonna have to work a bit harder. The show's gonna be so much better. It's Liam's year of little songs, parody songs, but a bit faster. I am the little song master. Our ratings will go up quicker. It's Liam's year of little songs.
That's it. It's only little.
I like it, Liam.
When did you make that?
Well, this morning it's quick. That's the thing about it. That's the beauty of it. It's so quick.
What are the parameters around a little song? Because that was 30 seconds on the knocker.
It's pushing it.
Felt longer than that.
Okay, well, that's rude, Belle.
So is the rule it can't go past 30?
I think so.
Yeah.
But that's one down. Only 365 to go. So, guys, tune in this time tomorrow. There'll be another little song. If you've got a spare 20 to 30 seconds,
Yep.
you'll be able to enjoy it. It's only a snippet.
Yep, if you're new to the show and you don't know, Belle is the love rat, talking all things relationships.
Yeah. So today, 13, 24, 10. Did their dads say no when you asked for permission to marry their kid?
Could you imagine deciding in your life, I want to spend the rest of my life with this person, and then you ask the father, because it's probably like an old school traditional thing to do, and they said no.
It's more of a formality, right? Like, if they say no, you're like, well, I'm still going to do it. Like,
Yeah.
it's like if you were like reaching for someone's chips and you go, can I have one of your chips? And if they say no, you're like, well,
I'm already here.
my hand's in
Yeah.
the bag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's funny you say that, Liam. So this has actually happened to Aussie cricketer Will Pukowski. He and his partner Emma, he decided that he, wanted to pop the question to her over Christmas, and apparently he asked Emma's dad, and Emma's dad said, "Oh, yeah, okay, yep." And then he saw him the next day and said, "Actually, I've had 24 hours to mull it over, and I've
Ooh, that's
decided
worse.
That's
no."
worse, because you had more time to think about it.
Yeah, I've decided no, she's too good for you. And then Will apparently has said, "Well, it's too late. I'm gonna do it anyway."
It's hard to
he
get much
also,
better than
like-
an Australian cricketer.
yeah. Sorry, mate. Not enough runs on the board for me. You got the baggy green. Yeah, not impressive enough.
So I'm married to my wife, Sam. I never asked her dad, but I remember telling him.
Oh,
So I said, I'm going to marry your daughter. And he said, that's lovely.
such a you way to do it, Ben.
Yeah.
Such a you way to do it.
Look, yeah, I don't know. That is funny that you did that, because I have literally just said from my own mouth. I got married a couple of weeks ago, and I asked Sarah's dad a couple of years ago, and I literally just said that if he said no, I'd probably still be like, well, like, I think I want to do this, but I feel like you got to ask, right? Isn't that the point?
Yeah, like you said,
I
before,
wouldn't
it's
not
tradition.
ask. I wouldn't not ask.
I just wanted to give him a heads up. So I said, I'm going to marry your daughter.
More for
So
like
you're-
formality point of view.
Yeah,
like,
so he was ready for
What
it.
a big dog move.
bro, can you just keep like next year free? I'm going to marry your daughter. Huh? What? Did you send it in a text or did you say it in person?
No, I went to the house.
Oh, that's good.
okay.
So and even that's weird. I mean, going for anyone who's done it, like, ask the parents. Like, they know as soon as you message them. Like, I remember saying, like, hey, Dave, can I come over for a chat?
Oh.
Like, what else? What else is it going to be?
Did he know?
Of course.
Yeah, right.
But do you know what makes it worse? He would have known, and I was just getting into it, and then he answered his phone. He's like, "Oh, it's Russell from the footy club," and he spoke to him for like 40 minutes, and I was just waiting there.
Oh.
And then he came back. I think he probably arranged for his mate to call me just to get me to sweat to see if I really wanted to do this thing. You know?
I remember the second part of my story when I told Sam's dad, and then I remember her mum came in because we were in the kitchen, and she said, "Oh, Ben, hey, why are you here?" And then Chris said, "He's going to marry Sam."
Do you know what? So Sarah's parents aren't together. I asked both the parents. I went to Sarah's mum's house and I asked her, and I went to her dad's house and asked.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Well,
Once again, I would have probably wanted to do it anyway.
Yeah.
13, 24, 10. Did they say no? Did their dad say no? Or if you asked the mum, did they say no when you asked for permission to marry their kid?
And did you maybe go, "Oh, okay, well, I'll marry someone else then," or did you just go, "Well, no, stuff you"?
Liz joins us now in Geelong. Good morning, Liz. Did the dad say no?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, do
So
tell. How did it
basically-
go down?
Well, not very well because I'm from. I did live in another country, like my parents did. But then, when my parents went to marry, we were going on a trip, and the morning that he was going to propose to me, like before we were going on a trip, he was going to propose to me that night. He asked my parents, and they said no because they didn't want me to live in another country and never have to come back home.
And did he just like FaceTimed him or like Skyped him or something like that? If you're in a
No,
different country?
because they came over for the trip.
Oh, right.
And did it go ahead? Did the marriage go ahead?
Well, we did anyway because he told me the story and we really loved each other. So we got married 2 years ago.
Are you still together?
Yes, we are.
That's good.
That's a happy
you wouldn't
ending.
want the parents to be like, right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Like, oh, yeah,
yeah.
could have listened. But, you know, I'm happy to hear that, Liz.
Liz, thank you very much. You are now in the draw to go see Taylor Swift in the Ben Lehman Bell corporate box. Could be calling you back on Friday. If you have got a story that you want to share, 13 24 10 is our number. Did their dad say no? Maybe it was your dad that said no to your partner.
I'd love a call from the dad. If you're the dad who said no,
dad, yeah.
that'd be pretty good.
Leanne in Croydon, good morning.
How are you?
Yeah, good. This happened to you?
It's twofold. My mum and dad, mum fell pregnant, so it was a shotgun wedding, and my grandfather held it over my dad their whole marriage because he didn't think dad was good enough. And then when I went to get married, my now ex-husband actually asked my grandfather for my hand in marriage, not my dad, and I didn't find out until after we were divorced.
Was that because he knew your dad would say no?
Yes.
And then did your granddad say yes?
Yeah, he did, because my ex was very much like him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But then it turns out granddad got it wrong because then you got divorced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, because that's not the rules, right? Like, it has to be a parent. And if the parent's not there, the person who raised, you can't just go and ask someone's cousin. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're like,
I would say yes to grandparent, no to cousin.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's also, it's that thing of like, it's that old, it's kind of
It's
weird. When you
old
boil it
school
down, like, no one
anyway.
gives anyone away. Like, if you're old
No.
enough to be married, you marry whoever you want. You do, it's your own
Exactly.
life.
Yeah,
like, it's
absolutely.
just, it's one of those ye oldie things.
And you know what people also do is if somebody already has a kid, you might ask their kid, hey, can I marry your mum? Like, people do that as well. You can
Yeah,
ask.
especially if they're really young, they don't know if you're like the best person for them or not. Sucked in.
Brand new music on Nova 100. Good morning, Melbourne. Ariana Grande, Yes and.
It just came out at the end of last week. I'm a huge Ariana fan, love her. And she hasn't released music for so long. Fun fact about that song, though, supposedly it's about her dating that guy Ethan. Well, we're going, ew, like, why is she with him? And so this song is like, yes, I am. And so what?
I had a big conversation with my wife Sam about how she, for a while, was married to the guy that invented
The real estate agent.
Snapchat. And she was like, no, that's not. And I was like, no, she did.
That's Miranda Kerr,
That's
right?
Miranda Kerr.
Yeah.
I was
How-
wrong.
Ben, how did you get that crossed?
I don't know. I just
Famous
like
girl,
famous
married.
girl, tech
Woman.
guy.
Oh, that's completely different.
Oh, they're pretty
No,
similar.
Ariana was married for like a year to the real estate agent. Yes. And now.
she's also. I thought Ariana was with. Sorry to derail this. I thought Ariana was with the guy that played SpongeBob in the
Yeah,
musical.
That's
So
him.
that's the
That's
guy
what
I'm
she's
talking
talking
about
about.
with this song. You know how everyone was like, ew, you're with him.
Yep.
And so this song is like, yes, and so what? Why do you care
So
that
that
I'm
song's
with
about
him?
SpongeBob guy.
Yeah. I tell you who does care, the SpongeBob guy's wife and kid.
Yeah, who he left.
So it's
to
not
be
all
with
it's
Ariana.
not all like whatever. You know, Ariana can do what she wants. It's old SpongeBob Squirt Pants left his bloody 6-year-old to go and
Yeah.
have a fling with Ariana for a few months.
I'm pretty sure he had a 6-year-old, and I'm pretty sure she was pregnant or she had just had another kid.
Okay, answer me this. If Ariana made a move on you, tell me you wouldn't go there.
Absolutely would not.
Come on now.
Oh, yeah.
We're married
Put a
men.
bit of
Say that
respect
now.
on our
But
names.
see this ring? It's a promise. Great to be back, Melbourne. In the break, I got married, honeymoon, all of that caper. But it's good to be back on board now. And I tell you what, I can see why people only get married once. Because I think I had... Well, Belle put her chin out there like, you planning on getting married a few times, are you?
No. Just stats show that no, sadly.
It sounds like
50%
a
of divorce.
child of divorce talking there.
Yes, that is. She is a child of divorce.
Wow.
And the rest.
Okay. Anyway, yes, it was the happiest day of my life in the sense that I married the love of my life, Sarah, but I wouldn't say it was like the best day of my life in the sense that I think I had one of the most stressful weddings I've ever heard of. Maybe you're listening and you're like, oh, you know what, that's nothing. Mine was way more stressful than that. Honestly, step to me. 13-24-10, if you think you had one of the most stressful wedding days,
Yeah,
give us a buzz.
We were at your wedding, and it felt like you were doing wedding on hard mode.
It was chaotic. Everyone says it's hard, and obviously there's little things where it's like, oh, you know, this person didn't rock up, and our makeup was half an hour late. That's normally the stories you sort of hear. So it's summer. We live in Australia. We're getting married in Adelaide. Traditionally very hot. It's a big outdoor garden wedding. And we were sort of worried, like 1-2 years out, geez, I hope it's not 45 degrees, you know? It'd be too hot. No one's going to be able to enjoy it. Torrential rainfall is what we got. The whole week was sunny, and then on the day, it just poured and poured and poured. Now, we sort of knew on the week of that it's going to be a bit rainy. So at great expense, there was a lot of waterproofing going on. We got a big marquee. It was all decorated out. There was a bar, a dance floor, furniture put in there. You know, weddings are expensive, all this sort of stuff. And on the day, it just kept raining. Like they were like, oh, you know, there'll be a break in it. And it just kept going and going and going. So we're all there at the venue. That you sort of separate, you know, the groom and the groomsmen, the bride and the bridesmaids. And we were doing one of those first looks. So, you know, it's like kind of popular these days. You get to get a photo, you know, you turn around, you see your partner in their suit, their dress, whatever, for the first time.
Really?
And it's like a bit of an emotional moment. And then you get to spend like an hour with each other and just sort of takes the pressure off before the ceremony.
Oh, I thought when Sarah came down the aisle, that was the first time you'd seen her.
We'd had some time together before that.
Because you were crying, which was beautiful.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I thought, he's seeing her and she looks so gorgeous, and your song was playing, and it was, I thought.
Well, this is the thing. So I'm waiting there for the first look, and my heart's pounding out of my chest because you got the videographer there and the cameras, and you're all
There's a lot of
dressed up.
pressure. I did a first look as well,
Yeah.
Liam. There's a lot of pressure on you to perform in that moment.
Well, yes, but I was very in the moment. I was honestly swept up in it, like because I'm like, it's also that thing of like, yes, you know, it's probably going to be a white dress, but I hadn't seen the wedding dress yet, and I'm like, it's the whole emotion of the day, like, oh my god, I'm seeing my wife, you know, my wife to be. It's there in the tux, I'm waiting, sort of my heart's beating, I'm all excited, here we go. And then I get the tap on the shoulder, I turn around, it's not my wife to be. No. It's one of the people who was helping us run the event saying, Liam, I think we've just got to have a bit of a chat with you, all right? Like what we're gonna do is we're not gonna tell Sarah. But the reception has flooded. It's entirely flooded out, so it's like a swimming pool in there. So the
marquee.
The marquee was flooded out. So the bar, like everything that we'd like paid for and planned and decorated over like
to protect you from the rain.
Well, yes, and 2 years of all of this stuff, and I was like, right. So we're like, what are we gonna do? And it was in this big, beautiful garden, right? So then we had to move the ceremony and the reception into the garden shed. like last minute. So I'm finding this out like half an hour before she's supposed to be walking down the aisle. And then they're like, okay, take 2, do the first look. And the whole time I'm thinking, shit, our reception's literally flooded out and she doesn't know yet.
Oh.
And then I'm trying to decide, like, obviously I've got to tell her at some point and in my head I was like, right, so we did the first look, yada, yada. And I'm like, I think I need to speak to you. We're talking like 15 minutes now before, like guests are literally like rocking up. We can see all the cars coming.
So that was when she found
literally,
out.
I'm telling you, this is how fine it was to the line. And I said, look, I'm like so sorry. Like I just, we can get your makeup fixed up if you need, but I got some bad news. Everything's flooded out. Like it's flooded. We can't do the wedding reception. And Sarah like took it like a trooper and just like, okay, like whatever, we'll just deal with it later. Like whatever, deal with it later.
Wow.
And then, honestly, it was still the best. Like we had a great time, and it was still.
You wouldn't have known, Liam. Honestly, it was beautiful.
Well, thank
in
you.
the shed. It
was a shed. It's still it sort of makes you feel a bit stupid because you go through all this planning and you go, I could have just done it in a shed.
Some
anywhere.
people
It would have
pay
been fun.
good money for shed weddings, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose, but I suppose we just paid good money for like a different type of wedding.
Yeah.
And then there was, a shed wedding was thrust upon.
Liam, you know what they say? If it rains on your wedding day, it's good luck.
Please don't say it. Do not say it.
On the day, I saw 400 people tell you that.
That's so bad. Do you know how many people say that? Like the amount of people, even in all of our cards, we're opening our cards and everyone's like, a wet knot is harder to untie. And it's nice, but like the 18th time you heard it, it's like, you know what's actually good luck? You're like, oh my God, I feel so lucky. It's like when a bird shits on you and someone's like, oh, that's good luck. You're like, no, it's not. A bird has literally pooed in
is
me.
it? Yeah, come here then. You wipe it off on them.
Yeah, go on, have a bit of that.
Did you have a worse wedding day than Liam?
Just like more stressful because I'm like, basically, this is like headline of my wedding. Reception flooded out, found out half an hour before the ceremony.
13 24 10. That is our number. Give us a buzz. We're talking disaster weddings. We'd love for you to share. If you get on air to share, you go in the draw to go see Taylor Swift in the Nova corporate box.
Thomas in Pascoe Vale. Was this your wedding? Was it pretty stressful?
Yeah. So I got married on the same day as you, Liam, in Adelaide Hills.
Oh, seriously? What? As in like just last year?
Yeah, on the 9th of December.
Oh, you got married on the same day Liam got married.
So hang on, you got married in the same location on the same day, Thomas. So, you're in the exact same boat as me. Whereabouts?
It was in at Templewood House, which was in Millbrook.
Oh, there you go.
what's
Yeah, we were
weird?
just around the corner.
Thomas, did you have shuttle buses going from the city?
No, we didn't have any shuttle buses.
Okay. All right, no, because I was on bus duty for
Yeah,
Liam's
I
wedding.
put Belle on bus
And,
duty. Is that rude?
No, it was fun, but there was another bus there for another wedding, and that guy was called Thomas. And people kept coming to me going, is this for Thomas and I think it was Emma or something's wedding?
That would have been really small world type stuff. But, so, mate, obviously you dealt with the same thing. What happened with your big day?
Yeah, so we had, obviously we're also worried about the heat and then saw that it was meant to rain. So we, our ceremony was all outside. So we had hired a last-minute marquee to put all the chairs under for the ceremony.
Yeah.
And then just before the ceremony was meant to start, the wind started blowing a gale.
There was the wind element, yes.
Yes. So all the chairs got absolutely soaked. So we had to, just as we were starting, I was upstairs waiting to come out, and I get told that, our wedding's going to be delayed by about half hour while we try and sort out the rain situation.
So what did they do? They had to just hand dry the chairs and then away it went?
They ended up having to remove all the chairs so everyone could squeeze in under the marquee.
I think all things considered, Thomas, that's obviously not going to plan. I think Liam's, if I had to score it, more stressful.
Sorry, Thomas.
Because he's actually got flooded.
Mine got flooded.
Whereas yours went ahead.
You had to swim into mine. There was people could canoe into it. I'm sorry. It does sound pretty stressful. I'm not taking anything away. And congratulations.
That's
on getting
crazy.
married.
Same wedding day, same location.
There you go. Pals. Hey, Thomas, just quickly, what day were you born? That would be really freaky. What day were you born?
20th of October.
Nah.
That's my wife's birthday. Oh my God.
This is awesome.
Keep your number, Thomas.
Yeah, that's pretty cool stuff there.
I don't know.
I don't know if we say happy birthday to him on Ben's wife's birthday. I don't know. Becky in Elwood, you had a really, really stressful wedding.
Yes, my dress rocked up 11:30 the night before. It was a two-piece, and
Whoa.
she had dry cleaned it, and the top had shrunk.
The top truck, so your dress.
So I didn't have a dress to wear for my wedding. So anyway, my husband got there 8 o'clock in the morning, took me to the shop. They had some fabric, made a new top, which I didn't have time for fittings for. But anyway, I got it at 1 o'clock, and the wedding was at 4.
Whoa.
That's
I
wild.
know. And
Yeah.
I'm looking at the photos afterwards, and you can. It wasn't really well made at the back. And I said to my sister, "Why didn't you tell me?" She goes, "As if I was going to say anything." Plans before your wedding, as if we all shut our mouths. It just got me to the church.
Yeah. Well, Becky, I'm
I can
glad
laugh
to
at
hear.
it now, but I didn't sleep. I was 18 weeks pregnant.
Oh.
I
my gosh.
sleep. I cried all night.
Well,
So-
Becky, it's good to hear that it all went ahead, though. In the end, you're now in the draw to go see Taylor Swift in the Ben and Belle corporate box. Just quickly, Thomas, you still there, mate?
Are you serious?
Yep, I'm still here.
I was just wondering, do you have a partner?
Yeah, you just
Well,
got
he just got-
married.
he did just get married.
Yeah, so you do. Yeah, okay, cool. I was just double checking. So you're still with your partner. What's your partner's name?
Heather.
That's my auntie's name. It
No,
is.
no,
It is. That is
Thomas,
my auntie's
Thomas,
name.
you're not going to believe this. My year 2 teacher was also a Heather.
Well, I watched Heathers, the movie, last weekend. So.
Now, this is getting a bit weird, isn't it, guys? This is getting a little bit strange here. I don't know what's happening, but there is something spooky in the water back on show 1 for 2024. Thomas, what's your mum's name?
Katrina.
I went to school with a Katrina, actually. And that is weird. This is getting strange.
Very creepy.
Well, hopefully more stressful weddings next and coincidences.
I was going to do call up and you say a name and we see if it's linked to Thomas's life. But I don't think we're going to do that.
That's also pretty good. I mean, like, I could really go either way on that one, to be honest. Patricia in Doncaster joins us now. You had a stressful wedding?
It wasn't a very stressful wedding, but the point that got me was the wonderful veil that got yanked during my ceremony from the priest. He was very apologetic, but it sort of did set the scene for the next few hours where I turned into Bridezilla because I didn't have the veil in correctly. It kept falling out of my hair.
Did
and
he
I
step
had
on
all-
it, or why did he yank the veil?
Yeah, accidentally stepped on it as I was walking over on the altar. So as you can imagine, after hours of having the hair done, the veil put in, I didn't get to have all the photos I wanted to with my veil. So yes, but I quickly stepped out of it by the afternoon and then was reminded why I'm actually there.
Yeah,
Patricia, well, you're in the draw and you could be coming to our box.
Corporate box.
Corporate box for Taylor Swift.
Got a cardboard box? You can be there.
No, it's funny when you've had a really stressful wedding and then you hear other people's wedding,
Yeah.
and if you perceive it as not as stressful, I'm like, oh wow, you lost your veil. Mine got flooded.
Stop being so
Kim
competitive.
in Essendon, good morning. Stressful weddings. What happened?
Oh my gosh. So my mother-in-law picked a family beach and we asked her because it was in a really cute, off limits alcovey area.
Oh, yeah.
And we said, could you please double check the tide times because it's quite exclusive, this area.
Yeah.
And there's a dog park just next door around the bend. We don't really want to end up there.
Yep.
So no, I'm all over it. And then on the day, my husband-to-be comes running up the grove and he's like, so, we're flooded.
Oh, the tide came in.
It's a flood.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we can't go left to the beach because it's full because it was a beautiful day, but we can go right to the dog beach. No one's there. It's fine. No, it wasn't.
but it is a dog beach, isn't it? Yeah.
Dog poo
Wow,
everywhere.
you got married at a dog beach.
Yeah, that's rough. Steph in Rosanna, tell us, stressful weddings, what happened?
So I wasn't the bride, but we went to this wedding, beautiful wedding in Sydney at Centennial Park, drinks for the ceremony. We all made our way to the reception at Bronte Surf Life Saving Club. We arrived there and we're thinking, we're going to have, canapes or something. We've been drinking for a couple of hours, but there was no food at all. And then everyone's arrived, the bride and groom come back from the reception and we realised apparently the caterer had got the day wrong. The caterer was coming a whole week later, so there's a whole bunch of people starving. So then the groomsmen rallied together, ran up the road to Charcoal Chicken to go and get whatever chickens and chips they could get and bring back the food. And then on top of that, the cake the cake deliverer was in an accident on the way to the wedding, so the cake was ruined. So no food, no cake
Oh my
for the wedding
God.
reception.
I mean, the hot chooks would have been pretty good, but that is very stressful.
That
It
is
was, and there
brutal,
wasn't
Steph.
a lot of it wasn't a lot of chicken left, so it was pretty slim pickings.
Well,
but
Steph,
it was,
look, the good news is because you got on Nova and you shared your story, you're now in the draw to go see Taylor Swift with a +1 in the Ben Lehman Bell corporate box. We could be calling you back on Friday to give you the good news. You're going to go see Taylor Swift. Oh, good morning, Melbourne. Good to be back on your radio live.
A lot of spring in my step this morning coming into work. I wonder how long that'll last. We love this job. I reckon a few months at least before I'm like, kill me when the alarm goes off at 4 a.m.
Yeah,
But
it's not
that's
the
just
job.
human nature. That's just when you're waking up at that time.
Exactly. It's not the job. It's just the alarm time. That's all. And yeah, I think last night was one of those nights where I think a lot of people would have this on Sunday nights where you kind of wake up every few hours like, has my alarm gone off? I missed it?
It feels like starting, the show again for the year feels a little bit like the first day of school, which I always enjoyed, especially when mums covered the books. Did your mum ever cover your books?
No, I wasn't a cover the books kind of kid.
I didn't think you were, Ben, but I would have Belle down as a cover books kid as well.
yeah.
And which is hard because like wrapping a
Gotta
present
get
and
the
then
bubbles out.
did you
use
ever
the
get
ruler.
my mum would like name all my pens and
Yep.
pencils and stuff as well, like
Labels,
have
yep.
like cut out Liam S and then
Was
put
it
a little bit of
hard?
tape around
Was
it.
it hard in school being super cool? Like, was it hard? Like, all the girls are on you, like, get off me, get off me. Yes, I label my pencils.
Yes, it is Liam S. I have entered the building. Okay.
Yes, my mum labels my pencils.
Stephanie, I'm going to need that rubber back. It says Liam S on it, okay? My mum didn't spend 2 weeks labelling that stuff for nothing, okay? This is exactly why we do this sort of stuff. The city's alive. Warm one yesterday as well. They did that extra day of the tennis kicking off on the Sunday, which is amazing because most people working Monday, but it's good to be able to get that first day in. I know you went, Belle. Did you enjoy it?
I did. I discovered a part that I've never seen before. Did you know along Burrung Ma, it's like all free entry and there's just like a whole like tennis setup there. So
No?
yeah. So it's like I think it's called like the hillside or something. But you can go there on Burrung Ma and that's all free and they got big screens and you can go and enjoy the tennis there.
Right. I got some second-hand tickets for like $40 for Margaret Court, and was like see whatever game's on. And it was I would say just it was a smaller matchup. Like it wasn't your big your Novak Djokovic. And you can sometimes tell, I think, from the sponsors. You know how like Kokonakis has got like cotton on, but like the big ones have like Nike and like Adidas. I saw Joma versus Castor. That's the brand names, not the tennis players.
Oh,
but like, yeah.
That's the players.
Because I know. Of course you know. Because I think I had some Joma indoor soccer shoes because they were the cheapest ones in like 2006. And Castor, I mean, you really don't see it that often, but it's the sort of brands you might sort of catch around Big W, that sort of thing.
So who was playing?
So it was actually this is another interesting thing because I was like looking at the screens. I was like, that's so annoying because it was I think I'm pronouncing this right, but Sabeth Wild.
Right.
And he was a Brazilian, and it had the Brazilian flag, and then it had it was Rublev, and I'm like, they forgot to put the I don't know where Rublev's from. It just has a question mark, and then
they didn't know.
No, well, I think what I worked out.
Where's he from? I don't know. What do I do? Put a question mark.
Because I was like, they've stuffed up on the screens, but then I went to the toilet, and then it had it on the TV as well, just the question mark, and then I was like, you know what, Rublev sounds a bit Russian.
Yeah.
And I think it's that thing where they're like, it's a bit of a dicey one. So they won't put the flag on the TV, but you can still play. I think it's like when, the Olympics were on and there was the Russian doping scandal and wasn't it like, and now, because it was like China, Australia, the Russian Olympic Committee. Because it's like, they're still in it, but they're like not in it. Like they're just trying. So obviously the Australian Open's gone, they can all play, but we'll just put a question mark on the screen instead.
Right, I saw that too.
What did you say you paid for the Margaret Court tickets?
I think normally
$40?
they're like 110 or something, but I got them secondhand online for $40, which is pretty cool.
Well, look, here at Nova, we've got tickets that are worth a lot more to the men's semi.
Yeah, that's big. I mean, anyone... Obviously, like last weekend's where it's at. Like that's really, if you can snag some tickets for that, like you're doing pretty well.
So if you want tickets to the men's semi on Nova,
the big one,
you got to grunt for glory. Pretty simple game. 13 24 10. That's our number. Give us a buzz right now, and you just got to give us your best grunt. Our favourite grunt is walking away with 2 tickets to the men's semi. Feels like we should have made an intro. We're back from holidays.
Give us a break, guys.
So just chill out.
We're easing
We'll
into
make
it.
one post-show today.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow when we do this again, we'll have an intro.
Yeah, grunts for glory. Tash in Geelong, you're about to give us a grunt. Could get you along to the men's semi for the tennis. Are you in
That would be amazing. Welcome back, guys.
Thank you. No, it's great to be back. Are you at home or like somewhere comfortable to grunt at the moment? Or?
I just walked into the office at work and I snuck off into a little room.
Okay. Now
Well, that's going to sound sus.
Just to, yeah, it is.
It's almost better to grunt in the open. Like, yeah, don't just go into the storeroom and start grunting.
Just to temper expectations as well, we'll get your grunts now, but you won't get the ticket straight away, okay? So just, but whenever you're ready, Tash, you give us your grunt for glory.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
It's pretty
Short
good.
and sharp.
Yeah.
Pretty good grunt.
Yeah, it wasn't as guttural as I was imagining.
Yeah, but it was like, I liked it.
I liked it.
It had personality.
Good
in it.
volume too.
Steve in Epping, you'd like to grunt for glory this morning.
Yes, I would. How you going, guys? Welcome back.
Thanks, Steve. Where are you?
Just on my way into work.
Okay, so you're in the privacy of your own domicile.
You could really let a grunt out.
Yeah, no one's going to be looking at me funny.
All right, well, whenever you're ready, Steve, fire away.
That was more. That's where I wanted it from, deeper. Sort of like, like there was some meat behind it. Yeah, that's good. That's a good
That's
grunt.
pretty good, Steve. I must admit, though, I think I probably preferred the first grunt.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Look, everyone's grunts were great, but there can only be one winner. Ash in Wheelers Hill, will that be you? Are you going to be the grunt champion?
Hopefully, guys. Hopefully, welcome back.
Thank you. Where are you, Ash?
I'm just about to get on the train, but I'm waiting in my car.
Okay. Once again,
On the train.
you're in your own safe space there. Well, hit us with it.
All right.
Oh, yeah. That was sort of best of both worlds, wasn't it? It was a bit of the first and a bit of the second.
Yeah, you didn't linger.
Yeah.
Really good.
Nice finish.
Well, look, we're gonna do a final. Okay, so for me, they're all pretty good.
Yeah,
they're all pretty good. But there can be only one winner for the men's semi-grunt for glory. So if you want to get in 13 24 10, you can give us a buzz. We are going to be grunting for glory all week for 2 tickets to the men's semi.
It's our first morning back, and we've had 6 weeks off. It's been a very long time. We've had a great break, and huge things have happened. Ben, you went away, and Liam, you got married, but also you're a chain guy now.
Yeah,
and I think we need to talk about it.
Well, yeah, I've got a chain. Wearing a chain.
Can you whip it out from under your
I
t-shirt?
can whip it out if you want. Yeah, I mean, you're saying it like it's like a rapper's like something that you get from Bunnings, like a big thick chain that you would use to tie up tires and stuff. But it's a thin gold chain. Yeah.
I noticed it in your Insta stories straight away from your honeymoon because obviously, so we finished on air at the start of December. You had your wedding. I don't know if you had it underneath your suit at the wedding, but then Insta story from your honeymoon like a mere few days later, and I instantly messaged you and I was like, "Is that a chain?"
Yeah.
And you just replied, "I'm a chain guy now."
I am.
So where did it come from?
Yeah.
What's the go? Why?
Do you like the chain?
Why do you have it?
I mean, because I noticed that at the meeting as well. You sort of pulled it from under.
Why are you still
You pulled it from
wearing
under my shirt and you said "yuck." That was the first thing that you said.
Ben, what do you think of the chain, Ben?
I think he's his own man. He can do whatever he wants.
Is he his own man? Because what I worry about, Liam, is sometimes I worry that you don't know your identity.
Okay.
And, you'll come in one week with cargo pants and then next week you'll have Birks and then some weeks you have a chain.
Yeah.
And I just,
Can I get it out? Get it out. No, this is good. This is good. If go on.
I agree with you, Belle. I think that he saw producer Brody.
Yep.
Who is a cool dude who can...
He knows himself.
He can pull a gold chain off. And I think you saw producer Brody wearing a gold chain and you thought, that looks good, I'm going to get a gold chain.
Okay.
Like, where's it from? Is it from La Visa?
No, I'm glad you've asked. So this was actually a present that my mum gave me on the morning of my wedding. It was a very emotional moment because it belonged to my late grandfather, Lionel.
Did it
who
really?
passed away a few short months before my wedding.
You don't have to wear it though. You can put it in
Couldn't-
you put it in your bedside table or something.
Give it to
Couldn't-
Sarah.
Couldn't make it. So. Oh, okay. So we're still making jokes even after we know, because I haven't taken it off since. Because it's quite a lovely moment.
No, it's nice. It's nice. You
It's
look-
nice. It's like a nice thing for like you and your private time.
Okay, I'm gonna wear it. Okay. So-
Really? Are you sticking with it?
Yeah. I can't believe after that you're still like having a go.
No, you look great. You look great.
Belle,
Please
you're
don't
wearing
rob
a
me.
ceramic clog around your neck, okay?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be, if I was the necklace police, I would maybe, before I throw stones, I'd maybe look at the glass house I've been living in for the last 3 years, okay? Saltburn, the new film, which is in the movies. You can also see it, I think if you've got Amazon Prime, it's on that one.
Yeah.
I have got a 5-month-old son, Freddie, and that means I don't really get any time to watch any shows or movies.
Yeah, just put him on your lap.
I haven't seen it. What's it about?
Well, when a man and a dirt mound love each other very, very much, they might do something special together. No, it's a lot. It's like, to be honest, the first half you're like, oh, this is kind of like
Would I
a
be able
cool
to-
coming of age, like indie flick, and then it just turns. It just turns.
So I wouldn't be able to watch it with my 5-month-old son.
Oh yeah, he'd be
Yeah,
fine. Like, he
it's
wouldn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Right.
It's very erratic. It starts, like you said, Liam, so it starts, kind of first half is following a main character who basically is obsessed with another, like the second main character, who's played by Jacob Elordi, the Aussie guy.
From Melbourne.
Yes. So he's like obsessed with him at college, and then the guy's like, hey, come spend summer at my place, and he's really rich and has a huge castle mansion. And then...
Just
and then it gets
pretty
weird.
I've seen a lot of people talking about a bathtub.
Yeah.
What's going on with the bathtub?
So,
do you want to
yeah,
explain?
I mean, I suppose I don't want to like no spoilers, but this sounds made a bit.
He drinks the bathwater after Jacob is in it.
He drinks the bathwater.
Has a good time in the bath,
Sips
and then
the
old
residue
mate
out.
comes in and drinks the water.
Yeah, and you're just like, where did that come from?
And now you can buy candles that have the scent of the bathwater.
Oh.
Gorgeous.
There you go.
There you go.
But like
the
you know
the
what?
family fun adventure film.
The thing is,
Saltburn.
like I messaged you guys and said, hey, you've got to watch it, because I watched it first, and I said you've got to watch it. And then Liam, yes, you watched it, which I was very pleased with. But would you agree that the bath scene? Everyone's talking about the bath scene. It's not even that bad compared to
That was the worst for me.
What?
100%.
Not where. So then there's a grave, and the guy.
Yeah.
You know,
I
he really
think-
likes the grave.
I think, honestly, Bath was harder to watch
Really?
for me.
So, just for someone like myself that hasn't seen it,
Does it
Mate,
make any sense to you?
You're really trying to.
I don't
peel it out of us
understand.
here.
Is it actually worth watching? Did you like it?
I thought for all the weird bits in it, I
Yep.
thought it was like a pretty cool movie. I liked
Yeah.
the
Right,
movie.
okay.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
And it has a good ending. It wraps
It does.
everything
It's-
up.
it's
You
got a good
feel
ending.
like it's you're like,
Okay.
okay, I get it. I get what happened.
All right.
Awesome.
It feels like it's gonna still be a big one. Like at the end of the year, like, oh yeah, remember Saltburn? That's how we started the year. Yeah.
Wake up, Melbourne. Wake up. It's a bit of fun. This is Ben, Liam and Belle.
On Nova.
Yep, it's a bit of fun, Melbourne. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. What's even more fun than hanging out with us in the morning is tickets to go see Taylor Swift.
Are you ready for it?
Yep, and you get to see Taylor Swift with a +1 in the Ben, Liam and Belle corporate box.
The corporate box is like fully kitted with food and drinks. You got the best seats in the house. We'll be there as well. You got easy access to toilets. You'll be treated like a VIP. It's amazing.
I love how the easy access to toilets has to be a part of it. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? I'm like,
It's
I would take
important.
getting tickets in the first place, the food, the free drinks. It's like, man, you can get to the toilet quickly.
Yeah. We said you want to win these tickets, you just have to get your voice on Nova with us. Super simple. So, picked up a random phone line, and their name is Mary Grace. Good morning.
Oh my God, good morning, guys. How's going?
Very good. Now, you are in the draw to go see Taylor Swift with a +1.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Oh my God, it's amazing.
Unreal. Do you know who you're going to take?
Definitely my sister. I'd take my partner, but at the moment my sister's going through a bit of a rough patch with her boyfriend, and it's probably heading for a bit of a breakup. But that's my forecast in the relationship. But watch your space.
Has your
I
sister
reckon.
told you that they're thinking about breaking up, or is that just you making a prediction?
bit of both. Bit of both.
I hope he's not listening.
I'm just being a support
Yeah, Mary Grace's boyfriend's on his way to work. It's 7:36.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! I mean, I just didn't see where did this come from. What? You're forecasting? What do you mean?
Mary Grace, thank you very much. Did you know, Liam and Belle, on average, 12 Victorians are sent to the ED each day from animal bites?
What?
Yeah.
12
I
each
suppose,
day?
like mainly like snake bites. I'm
Well,
sure.
there's a whole variety of bites.
Dogs.
So there's a university that's gone back through the last 4 years of data.
Yeah.
And they've made a list and they've removed dogs and horses because they were the most bitey.
Are
So-
horses biting?
Horses are really bitey. So obviously dogs,
Really?
sad. People know, people get bit by dogs all the time. That sucks. Horses didn't think they were biting so often that they weren't on the
Isn't
sheet.
that like when you give someone at school like a horse bite? And you like pinch their knee?
Yeah, you pinch them, yeah. I always called it a camel bite.
Yes, I suppose, yeah.
Are you from the desert?
I believe
horse
I
bite.
believe it's a horse bite and a camel toe. I think you're getting confused between the two. They're two
Different things.
Two different things, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or a moose knuckle is actually another thing.
Yeah, correct, Liam. But no, I've got so this list that I've got is over the last 4 years here in Victoria, and they've taken dog and they've taken horse off the list.
Okay.
So coming in at number 1, you got cats.
Ah.
Yep. They make up 20% of the list.
It'd have to be pretty bad though to go to.
Yeah,
it would
to
be
emergency.
Yeah, 3,513 cat bites that sent people to the ED in the last 4 years. I'm just going to burn through the list. Insect, number 2, pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Bee, spider, coming in number 5, cow.
Oh.
Yeah,
I used to work on a dairy farm, never got bitten by a cow.
I guess it's like horse to me, where you've got a kid and they just stick their hand up with an apple and then they just get, chewed.
You got snake. That makes sense.
Yep.
Wasp, mosquito. Who's going to the ED for a mosquito bite?
If it gets infected, I guess.
Yeah, if you're worried about it, maybe
Yeah.
giving you something. You've got bird, ant, sheep.
There's some in there that you just it's almost embarrassing to
Yeah.
like. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you have to front up and say, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sheep bit me. That's why I'm
Yeah.
here."
Stingray.
That's you don't get bitten by a stingray though. You get stung by.
Well, they
a
do
stingray.
have mouths.
Yeah, but
Well, that's even more embarrassing. If that little mouth goes like sucks your foot, and then you're like, ah!
There's more crazy ones in here than stingray. Rat.
I would go to the hospital
Yep.
if a rat clean bit me. I think I would go. That's the
Yeah,
scariest one. Yeah,
Even if a rat nicked me, I'd still go.
100%.
come
Rats,
on.
you can't.
Yeah.
You know,
They're
Can't mess
fine.
around with
Ratatouille. That was a cartoon.
What's that got to do with it?
I'm just saying, like that was like a friendly rat, but
Yeah.
all the other rats not friendly.
Possum.
Possums, I could see. They
Yeah.
seem like they have
They
sharp
got-
teeth.
They're in
They
the same
can
bracket
carry-
as rat for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sea urchin.
What?
Yeah.
That's those prickly black balls.
It's not biting you.
Yes. Yeah.
I
Once
guess
again,
a
that's-
sting, I guess.
Yeah.
Tick, pig, fish, rabbit,
Mm-hmm.
kangaroo,
Oh yeah.
chicken.
How are people getting so close to these things? This is like Dr. Dolittle. Like,
There's more. Leech,
yeah.
ferret, mouse. Would you go to the hospital for a mouse bite?
I weirdly am okay with if a field mouse nicked me, I
Yep.
would be okay. But if a rat got me,
Yep.
Not
Goat,
good.
koala, fox, lizard, alpaca,
Mhm.
donkey.
What?
surely these stats are
We
getting
don't
pretty
have-
small at this point.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
and crocodile.
Okay, well,
Well, that's
yeah, I mean, crocodile. If you get bitten by how many
sharp.
Victorians were bitten by crocodiles?
In the last 4 years, 5.
Unlucky, unlucky.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.